channel. We are heading off to an amazing adventure in Europe for 3 weeks, and we wanted to kind of explain a little bit of how we are packing. Because of our trip and kind of how our trip panned out, it's a little bit different, and so we wanted to deal kind of in the backpacking world. And so we both bought Osprey 40-liter backpacks, and so we are going to show you how we pack.
And have been always and forever a chronic overpacker. So this is definitely going to be a challenge for me, but she talked me into it, so let's see how we do.
All right, so here is my packing. Up here I'll put a picture of everything laid out. You can kind of see it here, but this is what it's going to look like. I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, I have almost 4 bottoms and 6-ish shirts. Obviously, with our tour, we are going with a tour group for the first 2 weeks, and so I need to bring a couple of their shirts that look something like this, and so that's gonna add to my packing. But originally, just all of this. It should be about 4 to 5 bottoms and 6 shirts. Now, this is the 40-liter backpack. It opens up like a suitcase, and it has this mesh pocket, has the main compartment, has a frontmost pocket that's really small, and then over on its side, it has a extra laptop sleeve that opens up and you can put your laptop in. Now these come in 3 different sizes. You have your 40-liter, your 55-liter, and your 70-liter. All of them come with the same basic 40-liter, but the 55 and 70-liter have detachable day packs that go in 15-liter sizes or 20-liter sizes. Over here, I'm gonna put up a picture of the one that I just bought, because they can still go on the 40-liter, and I just bought mine. Just because I thought I wouldn't need it, but I'm now a little worried, so I'm gonna bring an extra one just in case. All right, so now I have this bag open, and now I've gotten out my compression packing cubes. So I didn't know about compression packing cubes until about a year ago, and they have completely changed my life. If you're on the fence and you've seen packing cubes versus compression, compression definitely takes the cake on this one. So this is what they look like empty and compressed, and this is what they look like non-compressed and open. Obviously these are 2 different sizes, but we got this huge Amazon package, probably had about 6 or 7, and I'll put them up right over here, and you can see a picture of them, and there'll be a link in the description below if you want them. So you have multiple sizes. Obviously you have like smaller ones, medium. Well, these are considered medium, but they're different sizes altogether. So me and Mom will both be using these compression cubes. So I'm gonna start with the largest one.
All right, so as you can see, I'm now starting to roll up my clothes. One thing I wanted to mention about the swimsuit is that this is going to double as another top for me because it is a very modest top and will look great if I wear it with a skirt. So as you can see, I'm just going to start rolling them up, folding them quite nicely, and then sticking them sideways in the compression cube. The key to compression cube packing is whether you stuff them or whether you roll them, the goal is to maximize as much space as possible. So now as you see, this is going to act as my athletic pants and slack pants, so they could be dressed up or down depending on the day. So most of these clothes I'm just going to be folding in half and rolling. So right now I'm folding my skirt, and this is just going to be super easy folding all the way through. Alright, so now that I have rolled up all of my clothes, I'm now going to take my last final bottom, and that is the skirt, and I'm going to just lay it on top of everything, because folding it in this position would create a large bump in the front of it and would create an inconsistency when you try to compress them. So if you have leftover stuff that doesn't work, try to just lay it flat on top of all your other rolled clothes. And as you can see, I probably filled this one a little too full, but once you compress them, it halves the size that it normally is. And now I'm going to do the shirts. Alright, after you have compressed all of your clothing, it's now time to put it in the bag. So what I did first is I put the largest compression cube first, and then instead of putting that second compression cube in, I put my toiletry bag next, because what you're going to do is you're going to compress all of this, and you don't want that toiletry bag to be set on top and when you compress it, because it might squeeze some of the liquids that are in your toiletry bag. So now as you see, I'm taking these clips and I'm connecting them, and this is where I'm going to compress. Hence the reason we're putting the toiletry bag on the bottom. And you're just going to pull nice and tight, and it halves the size again that is going to be in the bag. Compression in every way, shape, and form is going to be your best friend here, because if you don't compress, you're going to be left with a lot of space that you could compress and use for a different thing. Now, this is one way that you could have done it, or what I did in the second part is I loosened both of them and I took our smaller compression bag and fit it sideways in between them. Personally, I like the first idea better, but when you do it sideways, it might make it more even and more areas to stuff around the sides of the compression cube. Obviously, I still have to put shoes in here and all these other things, which might be easier to fit when you put this sideways. And then as you see, I'm putting in a rain jacket and then a packable day pack, which my mom will be taking with her in her bag. So there you go.
All right, so as you can see, this is all of it packed up. I mean, the cool thing is this is just clothing, and I will unzip it for you so I can show you one more time. And that was just using the main compartment. There's still a small front compartment to use, and there's still this side mesh pocket to use. And that I also added, as you saw, a detachable or a little packable day pack and a raincoat. But one of the things that they say to do is pack your heaviest clothes on your travel day to the airport. So for example, of course, I'm bringing 3 pairs of shoes. I'm bringing a pair of black flats, sandals, and tennis shoes. And I'm gonna be planning on wearing tennis shoes, my heaviest pair of pants, my heaviest shirt, with my raincoat as well. So for example, this outfit that I'm wearing right now is actually going to be a Europe outfit. I'm wearing heavy linen pants with this ribbed t-shirt, and I'm gonna be wearing my black raincoat over it, and then my tennis shoes. So that way all of those heavier things won't get stuck in your bag. And so all that's left to pack in here for clothing items is just shoes, and they can easily fit right here into the side without a worry in the world. So there you go.
Okay, so since Elena showed you how to pack the clothes, I thought it would be cool if I showed you exactly what I'm actually packing for clothes. As I said earlier, I'm a chronic overpacker. Listen, if I go on a trip, I'm gonna pack 2 to 4 extra of everything just in case, you know? And so I'm going to show you what I honed in on, what I decided to pack, because as an almost 40-year-old, which by the way, I'm gonna be celebrating my 40th birthday while we're in Europe, so that's really exciting. But as an almost 40-year-old, maybe some of you out there can associate with me, and I want to show you what I decided to pack.
Okay, so I decided to take 2 standalone dresses. These are both, I guess you would say, kind of sleeveless. This dress has a bit of, you can tell, I guess, sleeves on the side. So I took 2 standalone dresses, and then this is a long black skirt, and then this is like a skirt. So they're on the bottom. And then I have white linen pants, black linen pants. I guess these are kind of, I don't know, I think maybe Elena calls them blue. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're called. Remember, I said I'm almost 40. Anyway, those pants that are kind of, I don't know, have a little bit of a pattern on them. And then 1 pair of capris, so I'm not actually taking shorts. This is a scarf. There's a lot of places that we're going that they said that you cannot show your shoulders, and they suggested a scarf, so I'll be able to put that over any of my dresses or my tops. So let me run you through what I have for my tops. These 3 over here are either 3/4 length sleeves or just like your regular cap sleeve, because I figured there might be some days that might be a little bit chilly and I want a little extra covering on my arms. The other 4 are tank tops. So my thought was, and Elena helped me out, the colors that I picked were things that will almost go with every single thing I have. Obviously, a lot of black bottoms with some more cream styled bottoms as well. And then we'll just recycle and use those. So that is what I'm doing for my outfit setup. So besides that, of course, I'll have undies and socks, bras, but I think as far as PJs, as far as clothing goes, that's gonna be it. Our plan is to do laundry, but not actually
at laundromats or anything like that, or use the hotel. If you notice, a lot of the things that I planned will dry really easily, so we're planning on using our bathtub. I did get some laundry sheets, I guess, detergent sheets. I've never used them before, but they say you can fill up your bathtub with water, put one of those detergent sheets in there and wash your clothes and then hang them up. The cool part about how our trip goes, even with the concert tour and after, we're normally at a hotel between 2 and 3 days, so it will be plenty of time to give our stuff kind of time to dry if we plan it correctly. So that's the plan. We are going to be gone 3 weeks, which is really scary to think that I'm only packing this amount of clothes, but I think on the backside we're gonna be really happy that we just backpacked and didn't tote a huge suitcase around, because we are gonna be doing the Eurorail. We're gonna be in and out, up and down, all over the place, and I think we're going to like it on the other end where we're not having to drag things around. So time will tell, but that's our plan.